Welcome back to Financial Independence 101. This is Mike. Today I want to talk to you about celebrity endorsements and how celebrities, singers, actors, Hollywood really should stay out of politics. And there's a lot of reasons why they should stay out of politics, but there's really one reason why most of them get involved. That's the majority get involved because they feel they have to. Not that they want to, but I'm going to say this for both sides of the aisle. I'm not just going to say this for the liberals. I mean, the conservatives, I feel they should stay out of it also. So I'm going to start on the right side of things, and I'm going to say that all celebrities should really stay out of politics. They're not going to, though. They're not going to. Let's start with Hulk Hogan. I don't have anything against Hulk Hogan, and in all reality, when he comes out speaking about freedom and talking up freedom and the very specific points and how he is tired of what's going on in this country and he wants to see a change, and he's been around in the public eye for decades, 50 years? Something along those lines. He's been around for a long time, and he's seen the decline of our country, especially socially, and with that, he wants to do right by it, but he really should stay out of it. And the reason I say he should stay out of it, or conservatives should stay out of it, is because for the most part, conservatives are going to get beat down. I mean, the Hollywood, the entertainment is the industry. It is 99.99999% liberal and owned by the elites, the same people that own the Democrat politicians. And I will repeat that, own the Democrat politicians. Kamala isn't going to be making one decision. She's just going to be reading the speech from her boss. Now, I will say it does feel good hearing him talk about all the stuff, but he's risking a lot, and in all reality, you're not going to be able to pull the ostrich's head out of the sand. All the people that have been lied to and believe all the lies about Trump, they're not going to change their mind. They're not going to go, oh, Trump's actually good for the country, lowering our taxes and all this stuff. Even people I know personally that have like a huge tax liability, they don't want to go for Trump because they just don't like him. The liberals all said all this mean stuff. You still hear Russian collusion, all this weird nonsense, all the lies. And I'm like, those are all lies. But you believe them all. Okay, whatever. You're not pulling those ostriches' heads out of the sand. Sorry, brother. As I was putting this video together, and I actually was going to make it the other day, but I was doing other things, whatever. Getting into this, though, Dr. Phil comes out, and he speaks, and he endorses Trump, and he says a lot of things that are exactly what I was going to say, but he said them, and he said them very well. I do want to point out, he says that the fact that he is coming out endorsing Trump, that all of the media is going to try to have they're going to say something negative about him, and they're going to try to cancel him. He says, and good thing for me, I don't need a job. But that explains this whole video in a nutshell. He doesn't need a job, so he can stand on the side of right and freedom and do the right thing without fear of retribution. You're going to see on the left side, not everybody has that ability. So with him, that was an excellent point. Still, is he going to change the minds of people out there that truly have believed everything David Muir told them, believed everything when David Muir and Trump had that debate where Kamala was just standing on stage, but it was the David Muir debate. They still believe David Muir and what David Muir has to say, even though a lot of that stuff has been proven to be false. Like Russian collusion, all that stuff. The other thing that's really, it's just disgusting, and we're going to roll into this here, but just because Chris Pratt supported Trump and is a conservative, he's canceled. He's not even considered part of this silly vote on which is the best Chris. He's not considered just because he believes in freedom, low taxes, and not World War III. Think about it. Those beliefs disqualify you from being the best Chris in Hollywood. Believing in conservative values, working hard, supporting your family, all those conservative values, that disqualifies him. That's disgusting. That is absolutely I'm disgusted every time I see stuff like this. Sad thing is, I can find millions of posts similar to this talking about conservatives. Oh, you can't find millions of posts like this talking about the liberals, which, I mean, it wouldn't be the same kind of post. But you can't find them talking about liberals because, guess what? Those accounts all got canceled anyway, right? If you're a conservative and you speak like this, you get canceled. Enter Eminem. When I was like, why Eminem? Okay, so we're getting on the left side of things here. Why do you hate freedom? I don't get it, Eminem. Why do you hate freedom? And so someone like himself, maybe he's financially well off enough that he can lose 70% of his base, 70% of his viewers, of his fans. But Eminem tells rally Kamala Harris will protect freedom of speech. My jaw hit the ground. I said, really? The same woman that said that she is going to censor every bit of the internet, censor every aspect of social media, because that they just can't have people just saying whatever they want on she just said that a few days ago. Before this, people shouldn't be afraid to express their opinion. What? Conservatives are the ones that get canceled, right? Are you really saying this? Have you lived under a rock? Marshall Mathers, have you lived under a rock? Here's the thing, those aren't his words. No, they're not. They're not Marshall Mathers' words. When you see a liberal get out and talk about stuff, they read a script that was written for them. And you see his head down reading the script, and he was out there. I don't know what more he did. Did he perform or something? I don't know. But he went out there, he read the script, introduced Obama, GTFO. He was gone. And, the reason he shouldn't do this is because, like, people like myself, my wife, we're all like, our eyes are open like, I don't want to see this guy get any of our money. So we'll instantly, that's going to stop for the rest of my life. And, that's what's going to happen for a lot of people. 70% of the country. We already know 70% of the country wants freedom, so that would be Trump. So they shouldn't be doing this. They're ruining their career, but maybe he got paid $5 million. I don't know. Or maybe if he didn't, his livelihood would be threatened. Enter Michael Keaton, and oh man, I like Michael Keaton. I like Mr. Mom. He's my favorite Batman. Well, guess what? Adam West is my favorite Batman now, Michael Keaton. So take that. I had to hear about this stuff from my wife, but Michael Keaton does this cringy video, and those were my wife's words, cringy video, where he gets up and he says, Elon and Trump, they're not your bros. They don't want to hang out with you. I don't want to hang out with Trump and Elon. That's not what I want. I want my taxes to be lower. I want to be able to afford to live next year, and in 2028, afford to live in 2028. I don't want to have to give up my hobbies and all fun and joy in life to barely scrape by and pay $9,000 every 6 months for my insurance on my house. I mean, I don't want a life like that, which is coming down the pipeline if we don't make a change. But here he is trying to look like an average Joe with his hat and his flannel and all that stuff. This is cringy, and although he's not reading a script, he's an excellent actor. I love him as an actor. And get this, I don't hate anybody. I just dislike the behaviors, but don't like this behavior. And it's like he's chastising us for wanting to vote for someone. I don't want to hang out with Elon's a little eccentric. A lot of times, great people that do great things are eccentric. I don't know if I want to hang out with him. I don't want to kick it with him. I want to see him make positive changes in the world, though. Oh, and I cannot wait for Elon and his suggestions how to cut them trillions of dollars of wasteful spending. Oh, by the way, I'm done buying Batman 89 stuff. I'm done supporting anything that he could get a kickback from a 2-minute video. And millions of other Americans are going to follow. I guess I'm going to lead with this Billie Eilish. I don't know who she is, other than the fact, I don't know, I can't name a song she sings, or does she sing, does she rap? I don't know. She came out to support Kamala Harris. Turns out she supported Kamala Harris or Biden in 2020. And when I saw some video of her supporting, she stood there looking like she's the most bored person in the world, couldn't wait to get out of there. So I don't know if she's doing it just to make some money and make a name for herself. I have no idea. The only thing I know about her is she had a toy doll version of her at Target that never sold. No one ever bought it. Not one person I know of in the world bought it, and that thing just stood there, box getting all beat up from getting pushed around for years, till finally I guess they damaged it out and just got rid of it. But Billie Eilish, I don't know what kind of music it is or anything, but here she is. Is this stimulating her career? Is this going to hurt her career? I have no idea. The absolute worst out of all of them is Taylor Swift. Now, I don't hate Taylor Swift. I don't have anything against her. But anytime one of her songs comes on, I just turn it off. I don't shake it off. I turn it off. Her music is not targeting me. She's targeting 12-year-old girls. Now, as last I checked, 12-year-old girls couldn't vote. But maybe in California, since nobody has to show an ID, you can bring a bunch of Swifties, 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old Swifties up and vote. I don't know. If you don't have to show an ID, how can you prove that you're not 18? I mean, hey, that gets into some touchy territory there. But anyway, getting into old Taylor Swift about endorsement, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. I will proudly vote for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. This is 2020. 2020. Proudly vote for them. I believe America has a chance to start the healing process it so desperately needs. She came out against Trump, and what her statement was, or whatever this ridiculous nonsense video she had was about, she didn't feel safe with Donald Trump in charge. You feel safe now with 20 million illegal immigrants in here, many of which were in prison. They were let out of prison. Part of that was you got to go to the U.S., get out of our country. And then you have people from countries that don't respect women. So you got a lot of violence and rape from those people. And you canceled several of your own concerts, and I know they weren't in the U.S., but you did cancel them because of concern about safety. I've seen 3 canceled concerts. One was due to heat, which I can understand that, but there was heat and one of her fans died. And then a couple other where she was concerned about violence or some sort of a bomb threat or something. But still, you think about this. This stuff wasn't going on in the world when Trump was in charge, but now with you endorsing these people that are the party of lawlessness, you now have personal problems. You're running into problems by endorsing them and getting them into power, and you probably don't even realize it. And the other issue is 12-year-old girls grow up to be 30-year-old women, and she has a lot of power, a lot of pull over these women that feel like she connects with them. Taylor Swift has absolutely nothing in common with the average person. She has no clue what it's like in 2024 struggling. She is far beyond that. She has no clue. There's no way she could have a clue. And with that, you shouldn't base your decision on who to vote for on a celebrity. Because I don't. But a lot of people do because they're ill-informed. Let me know what you think about this topic. And have I hit the nail right on the head? And if you disagree with me, please disagree with me in the comments. Leave me as many comments down below whether you agree or disagree. Because the thing is, I make these videos because a lot of people just really don't have information. I'm giving you exact, precise information that I have found and backed up and supported. So let's talk about this. Like, subscribe, Financial Independence out.